Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mukluk Streams. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host, Mukluk. Today, we are continuing our playthrough of Pyre. For anyone who has not seen this before, this is our third session sitting down to play this. This is one of the earlier games from Supergiant Games, the same company that made Hades, which pretty much everybody knows about that one. This one's more story-driven. Just like Hades, fantastic story, fantastic music, but the gameplay is very different. Meister says, Muck, you gotten the Mer Monkey yet in BTD6? I haven't opened BTD6 in a while. No, I have not seen it yet. I haven't been able to catch up with the playlist yet. Anything important happened in the last setting? We got one person free. I freed, what's his name? Arwen? The human guy. I freed him, so he's gone now. And we're continuing with everybody else. Alright, you return to the wagon after you and your fellow exiles defeated the dissidents and find Volfred waiting for you there. Well done back there, my boy. You are serving your companions well. Now then, something that I wish to share with you, if you've a moment. We have discussed the plan of which we're all a part. I have a means of measuring our progress toward the goal of it. I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. Look forth. I expect you shall again see several shining stars where once you saw but one. You gaze again into the darkness of night. The scribe's star beckons. Several shining stars, a trick of the eye or the will of the scribes, who can say? I too once gained this newfound vision many years ago, following my first liberation rite, and I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realize that in choosing whom the Nightwings confront in each rite, we in turn influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Henceforth, you may use Volfred's planner to see your current progress. Using Volfred's planner, you may assess your progress towards your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. Volfred shall keep this information up to date for the remainder of your quest. You may look over it now, or anytime in the Black Wagon, or while searching the stars. Okay. The triumvirate with the highest favor is poised to take on the Nightwings in the next liberation rite. Okay. Is this like wins, losses? Rights till next liberation, question mark. Liberation rights conducted 1, additional exiles required 1. What does this mean? Number of additional exiles required to join the Nightwings and fulfill a key aspect of the plan. Total rights conducted 9, exiles liberated 1, probability of success 26%. Huh? At long last, the plan is well underway. The cycle of the rites has turns quickly for the time. We soon should have another stab upon the fall of Selium. Signed VS. Okay. Alright, and then we choose one. So that's the dogs. Alright, so right now the dogs are at the top of the list. Or this dog guy. If I go fight him here, I'm wondering if I fight him, beat him, is that gonna lower him on the list so that somebody else becomes the top? Let's find out. Your next adversaries are to be the Fate, headed by Dalbert Oldheart and his son. They show unyielding respect to a tradition which shows them no such love. He then shares with you what details he attained of your next adversaries. Dalbert Oldheart, an adversary who showed you respect and even generosity. Despite his advanced age, he also made for a formidable opponent, he and his son. The so-called Ulmer the Helpless, ever present at his father's side. He was abandoned as an infant before Dalbert found him and raised him as his own. Dalbert taught his son everything he knew of his cultural heritage as a descendant of one of the Alpha Chiefs thought to be a descendant from Jomwer Menimane himself. However, his more vocal attempts to preserve old Kerr traditions in the Commonwealth often fell on deaf ears, or even roused the anger of officials. One day, he insisted on celebrating Feng Song against the wishes of his family. His family's caution was well-founded in this case, and he was taken into custody. What is Feng Song? An old Kerr holiday in which a single pack of Kerrs vanquished an entire Imperial brigade. He celebrated killing a bunch of people in the city? As for Ulmer, as his father was led away, he put up enough of a fight as to where he wound up sharing his father's cell and soon enough his sentence. In the downside, their faith brought them in contact with a pack of spiritual Kerrs residing in Jomwer Valley. In time, they became acquainted with the rites and helped to revitalize the long struggling triumvirate known as the Fate. By the way, is the background volume okay? Can you guys hear me over the game well enough, or do I need to change anything? Let me know. They have since struggled on, at times flirting with freedom, though seldom getting within striking distance. Yet still they long to find a way to return to their ancestral home and family. Should they succeed in all of this, only one of them would be returned. They must know that by now. Either way, you shall see them again soon. Please rest yourself for now, while dark of night remains. You bid the lone minstrel a good evening. It is too late to take flight, so you make plans to rise at dawn to continue your travels. As you approach Ruki, you sense none of his usual anxious energy. I'm free. Then he rushes up to you, a return to form. I mean, I know I'm not. I'm stuck down here with the rest of you. It's like I finally got to set aside this giant bag of rocks I've been carrying around. Know what I mean? I wanted to say thanks, chum, for giving me a hand with the little situation between myself and Barker. I don't think I would have had it in me to stand up to him unless I knew you and the others had my back. Now, at last, old Mama Greentail won't get any trouble from him on the other side. She's still waiting for her Ruki boy to come on home, but at least she won't be getting hassled by a bunch of nasty curs just because I struck a lousy deal. So yeah, chum, if you ever need something, I owe you one, and then some. Cur's oath. Background sounds a little high, but certainly not awful. Your voice is plenty clear. Gotcha. Thank you. Chat. Hey, Jersey. Okay. He prances out of the wagon, a newfound lightness in his step. Ruki gained +2 hope permanently. Ooh. Okay, that's this thing. Grease stone exhibits a flagrant disregard for natural law, thus providing light entertainment. Oh, so you can like boop it around. Book of Rights. The 8 scribes. We found each of the others in due time, by fate, not by coincidence. The wise Luslorian stood among the trees, gazing at the stars, expecting us. The wild witch Melith was so enthralled by my liege's utter transformation, she stayed her sorceries. Blessed-born Triestus swooped down upon us, but to warn of imminent attack. The many-maned Jomware thus intervened, and shared with us his humor and his hunt. Even the Under-King Oris himself sought out an audience with us, thus we became the 8, and journeyed on together. Okay. Continue journey.
Let's rock.
Hi, Shugo. Yonder lies the Ridge of Gull, somewhat less imposing when viewed from this vantage point. Do you not agree, reader? The myths of the downside hold that it is no mere ridge of stone, but the remains of Lord Gandroth, once slain by Gul Gulathanian himself. Though, perhaps such tales are of little import now, when you stand to confront the fate there in just a short while. As you fly aloft over the area of Downside Prairie, where first your path diverged, you see Ruki looking down at the lands below. You know, chum, I gotta say, I never did get over you taking us through Blooming Pool that first time, way back when. To think that someone of your character was signed with Jody rather than myself. It is fortunate for our sake that the reader does not often heed your advice, Greentail. Hey, that's cold, Jody. My chum here listens to me at every turn, I'll have you know, except for that first time. A shame we shall never know what delights awaited us at Hollow Root. Oh, you missed out, mark my words. We'd all be riding in style by now rather than sputtering about in this old thing. No doubt. Despite how it appeared to you at first, they both seem to be in good spirits, reminiscing about old times. Ruki and Jody gain +1 hope for the next ride. You make a successful landing in Downside Prairie, near the southern edge of the Downside. Memories of having first met Headwind, Jadariel, and Ruki come flooding back. You now should have some time in the vicinity before continuing onward toward the Ridge of Gull by land. Downside Clinger yields fruit from time to time, though only if one says the magic word. Okay. I'm just gonna read one of these pages each time we get a Black Wagon break, because I don't want to get swarmed in them. The Downside is connected to our realm via a single artery, the river known for our prestigious sap colleague, Luslorian. The river gushes into seeming nothingness. The seeming nothingness turns out, of course, to be the Downside. Its existence undermines thousands of years of thought about the composition of our world. The downside's southern edge we call the Sandfolds. It is a desecrated wasteland, speaking well to its land's lack of hospitality. Here, the strength of many who survive the river journey finally fails. If only they could clamber further north, where lies the verdant downside prairie, a better place to perish, to be sure. Okay. Alright, survey Blooming Pool. Having reached Blooming Pool, you decide to accompany Faye for a walk among the untamed reaches. Your conversation soon turns to the matters of rights, which you discuss at length. Oh, mister, I think you must be right about what you just said. By the time you return to the wagon, you sense she has gained a deeper understanding of it all. Your time caused Faye to gain enlightenment. Eh? Oh, did she, like, level up? I'm always confused by this, the orange and the green. Oh, that's, okay, so she's gaining XP twice as quickly while there's green there. I just had to mouse over it and it told me. Alright, there's something going on in the wagon. Faye. Faye seems to be speaking to herself again. She's unaware of your presence and shows no signs of it at least. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. She's reciting passages from the Book of Rights, though to your knowledge, she cannot read. Freedom to the worthy, the downside cannot let us all go free, thus freedom to the worthy. Is that not so, O Saint Triesta? Is that not the conclusion which you formed with your 7 most trusted friends? She pauses for a while, as though listening, and nods her head from time to time. Yes, I see, I see. I see. Well, I am ever grateful to you, Saint Triesta, for your guidance and your presence. And I wish all of your friends safe passage there among the stars. It must be very beautiful out there. With your wings, you could fly freely, can't you, Saint? You could visit me at any time, come and go as you please, from the stars all the way here. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. I know, and yet sometimes I wish I was like you, or like Miss Pamitha. But I know I am the way I am because I'm meant to be this way. And I know that you are always watching, so thank you, Saint Triesta Tithys. Thank you and your friends. She wanders out into the afternoon, leaving you there to consider her words. In the Commonwealth, her unwavering faith in the 8 scribes would have been seen as a delusion, such prayer or communion forbidden. The scribes were mythical figures, but even they worshipped the stars, and it was the stars that lighted the way for the founders of the Commonwealth, or so its leaders taught. Waking Wood Wisps. Okay. Yeah, that made lots of sense. Continue journey. Ridge of Gull. That's a character. Here in the windswept fields of Downside Prairie, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Hedwyn, whom you liberated at the fall of Selium. You learn Hedwyn returned safely to the Commonwealth, where he was clothed and welcomed, his past transgressions all forgiven. He was to be groomed for a leadership position of his choice, whether on the council or the blood border, each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before the stunned council members could do anything about it, he left them. He's since made contact with Volfred's agents and is working together with them, thus the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. Per the messenger imp custom, the last part of the message was transcribed from Hedwyn, word for word, and says, "Keep going, I'll see you here." You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Soon your companions are all abuzz about it. Wonder if he'll ever find the one he fell for. He did it. A glorious example Hedwyn sets for all of us. Kiha! Tizo is happy to hear Hedwyn is well back in the Commonwealth. Well, yeah, that's how it's done, Hedwyn. Right behind you, chum. I always thought Hedwyn was looking for someone out there back home. Do you think he found her? The news of Hedwyn's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Your companions get +1 hope for the next raid. In terms of game mechanics, I feel like the last person to go should be the demon, Jody, because she's the only demon in the party. We have multiple speedsters. We have multiple mid-sized people. She's the only large aura-sized person we've got. I wish to be remembered not for boastfulness, thus I refrain from detailing our exploits across the land. Fat shaming? No, fat boasting. She's powerful. What do you mean shaming? I'm like, oh my god, yo, her aura touches like half the field. Thus I refrain from detailing our exploits across the land, safe to say that they were numerous. Know that only through our combined strength of arms and wit did we withstand this savage land, such were the monstrous dangers it posed. I came to see that all the terrors which I heard at bedside in my youth were based entirely on fact. So great they were, they blotted out the sky. Such was the evil that we vanquished, that the remnants of it yet shine under the stars. And in the end, it was the stars which guided us towards our truest calling. Did I miss a Dome Keeper stream? Yes, this morning. I'll be back on it tomorrow morning. Guys, say, what are you guys doing all the way back here? You know, it's not so bad here. I was thinking, I got some pretty good stuff. I think you ought to check it out. It feels weird, like, leveling up these trinkets, because then, like, the trinket goes on a person, and then we lose the person. It almost feels, like, stupid to bother. Appreciate you doing business, and you guys be sure to tell your friends. Okay, continue. You and the others are busying yourself for the commencement of the rite this evening when you notice Faye behaving strangely more than usual. Maybe he is here. I mean, I think he has to be, somewhere nearby. She notices you then. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. Oh, it's just, I think maybe my friend is here. And I was hoping to say... Hi? Can I help you?
I would like a payment of $6.
Whose voice is this? Chip wants $6?
No! This is Patrick!
I'm so sad.
He gets paid $0 an hour. He doesn't have a job. Stop trying to stick his paw in my mouth.
I am in need of pests.
Oh my god. Pests? He needs pests? Alright, I have given him love. Go, 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 go.
Goodbye.
Go. Goodbye. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was just like talking to you guys, only a paw, just bleh in my mouth. I was hoping to say hi to him before we have to do the ceremony with the star ball. Wait, is that? That's him, my friend is here, he's here. Just then your adversaries, the Fate, arrive on the other side of the Ridge of Gull. They begin making necessary preparations. Faye rushes over to them before anyone could stop her, even as the stars above start shining through the darkness. Can I offer you a cat in these trying times, right?
The stars align, you exiles of the Night Wings. The 8 scribes summon you to the Ridge of Gaul. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the Fate. Reduce their pyre to a smolder and step closer to freedom. Now prepare yourselves.
Hello again, hello! Why? Hello indeed, young one. We are the Fate, and once again we hail you and all the Nightwings. Thanks. I was wondering, may I speak to your son? Why, I do not see why not. Let me see here. Almer, where are you? Begging your pardon, young one, but my son, he is not always punctual, you see. Hold, I shall go and fetch him. Oh, okay. I mean, my friend, I hope that he remembers me. You? Wait, where is father? Father? Oh, hello again. Your father, he went looking for you. Did you not see him? No, I did not see him. This had best not be some Nightwing trick, or else I'll... Ah, there you are, Almer. Our cordial adversary wishes to salute you, I believe. Oh, that's right. I mean, here, this is my salute. I am saluting you. It's nice to see you. And may the scribes watch over you, okay? I want them to watch over us as well, but maybe just this time, or not just this time, but this and other times. Maybe they can watch over all of us, okay? The two of them stand and watch as Faye skips over to rejoin your group. An unusual sort, that one. She is. She is about your age. Matchmaking dog dad. Father! He's like, oh look, crazy chick from the woods. That's your type, right? Alright. Goalie.
Tarastia?
Alright, I've been using the imp a lot lately. Let's level up a different... Wait, unwilling? Oh, she won't work with Joe Dariel? What? Oh my gosh. What a punk. Alright, let's level Rookie, a different speedster.
Rookie. The
Ah,
choice
woo.
is cast.
That Dalbert seems a pretty decent sort for an old cur. Too bad we gotta take him down. Steel yourself, Almer. Are you prepared to face our adversaries once again? Always, father. Let us prevail here and now. Let us do so indeed, my son.
Commence.
Oh, shoot.
Gracious.
I forgot how to play this game for a second there.
The Night Wings are the first to
Yum.
strike.
Oh, that's not good.
Dalbert plunged into
Jody
the
too slow to
adversary's
deal with
flame.
that. What are you doing, you? Put your mask back on. We're in the middle of a raid. Oh, I know. It's just I wanted to say, I think you are very brave is all I think. Because we've encountered many triumvirates by now. I mean, we have the Dissidents and the Templars and... What are you talking about? Get to the point! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... My name is Faye. I want you to know my name. It's Faye, since I know yours. I see. Then ready yourself, Faye. We shall not hold back.
Such a struggle it must be for poor old Dalbert and his witless son. Glorious. Rookie plunged into their
Got it.
fire.
Why doesn't he throw the ball in? It has a cast time, and I find it difficult to do in the heat of the moment. Like, I mess it up a lot. Ah! Dang it.
All for naught. A second wind. Oh. Glorious. Faye, douse the flame.
There we go.
The orb, take it. Ah, yes.
Alright, one more.
The rite has nearly ended.
Ah! Messed that up. Alright, goalie time.
Begone.
No! No! Almost.
Yes.
That was dumb.
And it is done.
There we go.
The Night Wings prevail yet again. Their hapless adversaries stood
Yeah, when you
no
want to throw the
chance.
orb in, you have to like hold down the right mouse button and it
The
like charges up the
ceremony
throw.
is
And I
complete.
frequently feel like there's not time for that. Wait, I'm sorry. I just wanted to apologize, I think. Why, young one, you must not say such things. You are one of the Nightwings, the most envied of all triumvirates. We aspire to your greatness and your legacy. Father, please, no more of this. They have prevailed. We need not grovel at their feet. Almer? Is it Almer? I just had a question. Ask quickly and then go about your business. Oh, I just, would you be my friend?
Huh?
What? I was wondering if you would be my friend, because I don't have a lot of friends, and you are brave and gentle with your father, so... The freaking dog. I shall see you in a little while, son. What? The scribes, were they not friends? I choose to think they brought us here to be closer together, not to be apart.
There is much to learn from this experience. 'Twould appear that Rookie's not too old to learn new tricks.
Faster, stronger, and a little better looking too? I mean, is there anything I can't handle? That underbite. Rookie can make a second jump while airborne. Can cast his aura farther than usual. When Rookie banishes adversaries by casting his aura, the blast can banish nearby adversaries. Let's try the double jump thing.
The moon-touched girl has greater understanding than it seems.
The 8 scribes, they so inspire me, and now I feel I've grown somehow closer to them, maybe. Fade jumps and power jumps farther than usual. While sprinting, she slows nearby enemies. Webbed feet. Let's try it.
Until the next round.
So, what was that team called? Fate? So Fate was at the top of the list in the book. Let's see what they're at now. Having prevailed against the Fate with great prowess, you find yourself back in the wagon, recovering from the night's ordeal with your companions. Everyone seems rather exhausted, you feel it yourself. Volford pulls you aside to discuss some of the particulars of the rite's outcome. You find yourself having difficulty following. You feel weary from all the recent travels. Anyway, take care of yourself, my boy. I think just about every one of us could use some rest right now, though the stars seem to have other plans. Shall we? You follow him outside. Perhaps the night air shall do you some good, and everyone is likely wondering where the stars will take you next. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. You gaze into the darkness of the night. I know that one is the swamp with the witches and stuff. That was the tree guy. That was the one with the witches. That was the fire area with the, was it the harpies? Or am I thinking of something else? I think this might have been the harpies. Okay, so yeah, these guys were at the top, and now they're way further down. So we would, if we don't do anything to them, we would have to fight this team in the finals, and I don't think I have a problem with that. Oh, let's just try these out. The Withdrawn and Witch Udmilde have designs upon the rites that have nothing to do with being free again. What they seek, no one in good conscience could abide. He then reveals what he has learned of her and her designs. Witch Udmilde, one of the Bog Dwellers and head of the Withdrawn, a triumvirate more interested in legends of Yislok and the Astralborn than in the rites. Her kind was known to be reclusive in the Commonwealth, yet she was brazen in her disdain for common values. She practiced the unspeakable. Somehow, one day, her research into flammable reagents grew into an obsession with Yislok, despite widely held belief that he is dead or never did exist. But Udmilde held that Yislok was merely dormant and someday should be reborn with newfound hunger, which could only be sated by devouring the world. Then at last could Yislak return to his glorious home, and Udmilde would go with him. When Commonwealth officials showed up to take Udmilde in for spreading unrest, she was all too eager to comply. After all, a sentence to the downside meant being much closer to Eastlocke's resting place, where she believed she had much work to do, where the withdrawn stood ready to assist. She speaks in seeming riddles, yet the thread of her intentions, I think, cannot be dismissed. Let us be on our guard, and therefore